Hey guys, so I wanted to just do this IGTV video really quick to share with you how I'm going to be doing my journaling. I've kind of already started like over the last couple of weeks, I guess, and decided to share it with you guys as part of my vlogging. So I'm going to venture out and try to blog slash vlog my life. So kind of like a lifestyle thing, but whatever, I digress. So I've been journaling for like a really long time, but mostly kind of like the diary venting, get your feelings out type journaling. There was never really any purpose to it. And so in the process of trying to lead a more purposeful life, I decided that my journaling needed to be purposeful. So I would get out my journal every day and I'm like, what am I going to write about? And unless like, I mean, I would have good things to write about, but then if I didn't have anything really to write about, I felt that it was either turning to negative or I was complaining, sorry, or like it would take a negative turn if I didn't have anything that was like overwhelmingly positive that happened that day. And I didn't really like that either. I didn't really want to spend hours writing about negative things that had happened because that's kind of counterintuitive in my opinion. So anyway, I'm a writer. I've always loved to write. And I wanted to just start detailing what I'm doing during the day as well as my journaling. So my planner and my journaling like together. The thing I like about the new concept that I've come up with is everything is all in one book. So instead of having like your diary and then a writing journal and then a planner, like I eliminated all of that and I put it all into one book, and which I really, really love. The other thing I like about it is it's customizable. So, like usually when you go out to the stores and we're looking for journals and planners, and I don't know about y'all, but I'm real particular about what's in my journal, and I'll use it for like the first 2 weeks, and then after that I realize it doesn't really work for me. But in the beginning I'm all excited. I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna use all these pages. Yep, I'm gonna write this down. And it doesn't happen. And I think sometimes it's because like I don't really like the journal anymore. So with my visual journal, I saw that I could customize my pages to kind of how I wanted it to go, which I really like. It also allowed me to, like, I can be real creative with it. So if I just want a blank page to scribble negative thoughts, then that's what I can do. If I just want a blank page to put a bunch of stickers one day, which I'm never going to do, don't worry. But that's what I can do. If I want a blank page to jot down blog ideas or whatever, like if I'm doodling or whatever it is I'm feeling that day, then I have that. And I'll show you guys some of the other things that I put in there. But it just allows you to change your journal with how you change. So to get started, the very first journal, that I had was this one. And I got it from Staples, just a really cheap, regular old journal with lined paper. And it worked really well for me in the beginning. So I would have like journal entries, to-do lists, things that I had to do. And then I got real creative and put a calendar in here, which worked out great. But I didn't really have a way to index it. Like I can't find anything. I'd have to flip through this to find anything that I need, which I don't even know what's in here right now, to tell you the truth. So I was like, hey, let me get something that's better and I can customize it and start from scratch. So I bought this sketchbook and I thought it was going to be great. And I got this at Target. It was only like $10. And so it had blank paper. And the paper was a little bit heavier, which I thought would be good because I like to use markers and stuff. And I didn't want it to bleed through. So I was like, all right, cool, this will work. Well, the paper is so dang thick that my markers that I use, the fine liners, they like dry out after the first 3 lines because the paper like sucks it up, which I didn't really like. But in this one, when I redid it, I actually drew my calendar because I didn't want to tear it out of my other one, and so I was really extra and hand drew it. Don't know how often I'm going to be doing that. It's a little long. And then I kind of started doing it this way. So like this was Tuesday, and I would write like a journal entry in there, and I would use stickies and just kind of whatever I want and make whatever outline I wanted to make for the day. This is pharmacy notes. Y'all don't want to read none of that, trust me. So now to bring you to where I'm at now, there's something called the bullet journal, which I've looked at it only a little bit, but I'm not really going to do all of that concept. I'm going to kind of do like my bullet journal and visual journal together, because they had a lot going on, and I don't know what it is. But anyway, so my favorite part of my journal is I have these stickers, and I use them to customize my pages, kind of add decoration. Like they have borders that you can put on there. These are my favorite pineapple stickers. Pineapple represents the trying to conceive community, just in case you wanted to know. Infertility people, we always have these. And then I've had these stickers for a while, and there's just a bunch of different kinds of stickers, and then I just got these from Amazon. I'm a little bit obsessed, whatever. Luckily, they're really cheap. Like, each one of these books are no more than maybe like $7 or $8, I think. And then I have these as well to kind of customize my journal. So then I have this one from Amazon. It is $4. Of course, I have my sticker on there. And when I first started it a couple days ago, when I told you I was going to start, I started it out this way. So I made a little tab for April, made some little, squares, what I thought I was going to do. And then this time I printed a smaller calendar and just used my stickers to kind of tape it down. This is just some journaling I did, some note writing, which is why I really like it. See, because every page can be what you want. So then I started like the bullet journaling, and this is the index page, which is very, very important. So I am only going to put like big ideas on here. If I make a journal entry with personal ideas, I'm not going to index it. So for example, the very next page is what I call the future log. And I'll include pictures of all of this. I'll probably forecast like 3 months out and just write down general dates to be expecting. So it's not like a whole planner. So that way, whatever goes back here, I can put as much as I want, if that makes sense. So the thing I like about this book as well from Amazon is the pages are already numbered. So that works out really well. So that's like page, you see 9. And then if you go to page 11, what I did was, and this is just rough, I'll probably, change it over time or how I do it, but then I'll include gratitude, affirmations, and memories, any memories that I have. And I just use stickers to do that as well. And then I included that on my log page. And this is just another page that I did. This says favorite bloggers. This is things I want. So this will be kind of like a wish list. I included this on the log page as well. And then, so this is today's entry. So I just doodled. I didn't really use my stickers. You can use your stickers, or you can use your own doodling. Just make it your own. And this will be today's journal entry, and I'll explain this in just a second, and then whatever notes. And it's kind of just free reign for what you want to do. So if you need to make a grocery list, you can put that here. If you have appointments you have to do and errands, you can kind of put that here. If you go shopping for clothes, like you can write down receipts and stores you went to, like anything you want to put here. And if something important is on this page, add it to your index page so you can go back and look at it, if that makes sense. The other thing that I have really quick is this writing prompts book. And the reason I have this is because, like I said, sometimes I don't really know what to write about. Like, I'll just be in my book talking about Julian pissed me off, blah, 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 blah. I miss baby J, Connor peed on the floor. Like, that's every day. So I can't write that every day. That'll be boring. So I got this book, and what I'm going to do with this book is literally just like open it. And it gives me a couple different options every time you open it. These are the only options I can choose from. So instead of going in the front of the book and starting from like front to back, which would seem ideal, What if you get to one and I'm like, I don't want to write about this today? Well, this gives me 3 different options. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm not actually going to write in this book. If you buy this book, it's at Target as well, then you can write in yours. I just don't plan on writing in mine because I'm going to use it to blog. But I just wrote like the date that I'm going to use it. And then I take the question and I expound on it in this book. Another reason I won't write in this book, so you can see the size, it's a lot smaller. So just in case there's a question I really want to talk about, I have plenty of space in here. And I'll include the prompts from this book every day in stories, and I'll drop a picture and show you what that's going to look like, and you guys can write along with me. We can post our answers and talk about them together. I'll post mine, maybe, depends on what my answers are. And then at the end of the week, the thing that I like about this, if there's a prompt that you couldn't come up with an answer to, because sometimes I can't, like sometimes the questions be deep, like name your best hotel experience, which was one that I did the other day. And I'm like, my best hotel experience that I can write about. So, like I said, you can write about it. That just may not be something you want to share. But what I sometimes will do is if it's a question I can't come up with an answer with, I'll leave it blank in the book where you saw the square. And then at the end of the week, I like to flip back just to kind of see where my head was at during the week, like check in with myself, reflect. And if there was a blank square, I'll fill it in. And then if all the squares, if I did all of my writing prompts that week, I'll just reread my answers and see if maybe like today I have a different answer because I'm just that extra to be like, that's not my favorite anymore. This is my favorite. And then I'll maybe write another story or expound or whatever. Like I said, we all know that I'm extra. So there you go. You don't really need a lot of supplies to get started off. Like I said, I will not be using a ruler because ain't nobody got time for that. They do have these folders with like grid paper that'll probably assist me when if I ever decide to like draw letters and do the doodling and the pencils and stuff. Then I'll get the dot paper, which is also on Amazon. The notebooks are like $4, y'all. They're super cheap. But yeah, anyway, also, so I wanted to show you my favorite markers. I have a problem, honestly. These are called Staedtlers. These are really popular, but they're also really freaking expensive. And I write too much to be replacing these all the time. Not happening. This is a foreign brand. Got it on Amazon. They're a very cheap version of the Staedtlers. The only reason I had to replace these so fast, like I just got them a week ago, was because I used them in that sketchbook and it destroyed the tip of them. But all the tips are the same. This is my new set that I just got, and there's 72 in here. Like I said, we're not talking about it. Julian just shook his head when it came in. But if you see the point on here, it's very, very fine. So it's really good for journaling, coloring in anything you want to color in, any bulleting that you want to do. So those are the markers, well, pens that I'll be using right now. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, I'll try to be as detailed as I can and share as much as I can. If I start slacking, y'all let me know. My part is horrible. I'm only deep conditioning. I'm not going nowhere like this. Don't worry. Anyway, but yeah, so check me out. Holla. So this is just an example of the very first kind of like, it was the my landing page before I came up with the index page. So I just added stickers here. I added this little tab to kind of see that it was April. I'm gonna put birthdays here. These are just some other little stickers that I found, and then I just sectioned off my page the way that I wanted it. So this is another one of my log pages that I'm going to start keeping up with. You can make these however you want and add a bunch of different sections. This one just has 2 sections so far, just my favorite bloggers, and then this is like my wish list, what I want. I got it. Inspired by little Ariana. And so when I was telling you about the writing prompts, I've actually titled those RX for Thought. You can see up in the top left corner there. And I'll post, this is from the post before showing what my journal entry will be about today. You can decorate and put the date however you want. I drew that myself. And those are just some notes that I have written today. But let's say those notes weren't down there. This could be like the basic layout for today. And like I said, you can add anything, kind of like section it off any way that you want it sectioned off. You can use your stickers or, draw designs, whatever you have time, patience, and energy for. Completely up to you.